It's time to learn! Today we are going to be talking about the wrinkles or Rinkhals. So the wrinkles is a snake, obviously. It is also known as the ring-necked spitting cobra or Unobibi in isiZulu. And it's not actually a cobra, or I guess I should say a true cobra. Despite it does have the signature cobra hood, but it is technically not in the same genus. So it looks like one, but not in the same species as the king cobra and the other true cobras. So it is one of the most dangerous or most venomous snakes in the world. But there hasn't been any deaths by the Rinkhals since the 1950s. This is partially due to an extremely effective antivenom available. They're also known for their keeled scales, which give a rough texture. So they have these scales that have this line on them. They almost look like dragon scales. Here in the bottom left, you can see, which are different than most snake species, which have smooth scales. So they are native to eastern South Africa, as well as parts of Eswatini and Lesotho, or Lesotho. They mainly live in grasslands and wetlands and are diurnal, meaning they're active during the day, which is very different than most other snakes which hunt during night. So they mainly live in grasslands, but they like to be near ponds and lakes to find food, because they mainly eat frogs, which we'll get into later. And because of this, they can often be near human settlements, and they're actually known for attacking dogs when the dogs try to, attack the snakes. They're often actually more dog bites actually occur than bites to humans. They're also oviviparous, meaning they give birth to live young. So exactly like the Jackson's chameleons that we talked about yesterday, they are also oviviparous. So they still do have eggs, but the eggs stay inside of the mother until they're ready to hatch, and then they're birthed live. So these are actually very, very uncommon for reptiles. Most of the time, they lay eggs. So they are opportunistic hunters, and they'll eat basically anything small enough for it to swallow, but they most commonly eat toads, rodents, lizards, small snakes, and other reptile eggs. So that's why they like the wetlands, is because their main food source is actually frogs. And their venom is used to incapacitate their prey before swallowing it whole, like most other snakes. So know the difference. I get this a lot. They say, oh, that snake is poisonous. Snakes are not poisonous. Poison is absorbed through ingestion, inhalation, or contact, and venom is injected into the body via bites or stings. So a snake is venomous, and a frog is poisonous. So if you're ever thinking a snake is poisonous, no, it's not. Snake is venomous because they inject with their fangs. You could also say like something like a wasp or something is venomous since it is injected through their stinger. Frog, plants are poisonous, because you ingest them. So one of the coolest things I know, before we said the ring-necked spitting cobra, right? Is that what was called? They have many different defense mechanisms, and like many other cobras, they can spit their venom at their attacker. So they have many different defense mechanisms. They prefer to save their venom for when they're hunting because that keeps them alive. They get to, eat. So before striking, they will attempt to get away. They will spread its hood to intimidate the predator. They will play dead, usually by laying on its back and opening its mouth. And then it will spit venom into the attacker's eyes and face. And then finally, if none of that works, they will bite their attacker and inject their venom. While death is very rare from bites, their venom is both neurotoxic and cytotoxic. So this means it attacks the living cells. So necrosis, which is like the decaying of flesh, is caused at the point of injection. So you won't die, but there's been cases where limbs or fingers have had to been amputated because they have necrosis. So they can spit their venom up to 3 meters away, which is about 9 feet, And if their venom gets into your eyes, it causes great pain and inflammation. If it is not flushed out, it could cause corneal damage, but if it's flushed out, you are usually safe. So thank you for listening. And by the way, this snake is not dead, it is playing dead, but this is often what they do to make them less appetizing. Here are my citations.